Hey, once again, it's your boy Day Day from Triple D Gaming coming at you with another map making video. You know how we do it. Let's get to it. Alright, guys. So, obviously, if you've been watching the channel, I have finished the map to a certain point. But, now we are working on the same map. But this will be part of the update for it. And we are making ourselves um, a little mine for lime mine. We're probably going to put cracked in it too as well. So right here's the pig farm. Like here's where the pig barn and pig pens would be. And whenever you come up into here, this was just trees right here. So now you'll be able to drive in here. Obviously, we got the Triple D Gaming logo, you know, and another boom, and then you open up into the lime mine. So that's the idea of it. And let's get back to work. So we got granite down, and then dusty rock. Then so granite, dusty rock, dirt, and then mud. And we got a little water stream running through there. Comes down off there, runs down into it. I might make it to where it runs down through here too, so we'll see. We got some work to do yet though. Put some bushes up here and over here as well. Had to clear out a bunch of trees though to get this done. Real quick, wherever I put this granite on the ground, I kind of humped it up there. So let's go ahead and do that here too. Just so it's like actually popping up out of the ground. Won't go too crazy. Just so it's sticking up a little bit. And that's just that little level of detail. So we'll grab our granite. I don't have the webcam on because it's been causing problems with the stream. So we got that off. Alright, you got a little music. And some granite. Go ahead and make this a little bit more fine there. And you like you can't really tell how much it's humped up, but and if you can't, you can actually see the circle there from your paintbrush moving around. Then you know that's not flat. That's how you do it. You can tell without actually moving around to see it. Alright, so I wish I had more like ground textures on this map, but I don't. So we just gotta wing what we have, and that's what we're doing. So I did a lot of work here off camera too. But we got the rock in here. These guys here, just for another little level of detail. But we got our granite, and then we're going to go along the edge of it with dusty rock. So if this was all granite down here, from driving on it, it would turn dusty. So that's what we're going to do. as realistic as we can possibly get it with what we have. And basically we just got a lot of painting to do. So we're going to paint down excuse me, we're going to paint down our textures, and then we got to put the actual lime and cracked in here, and then we took out a lot of trees to get our tunnel and stuff in there, and then we'll come up back along the side of the tunnel and just fill it back in with trees. It'll be secluded back here. And then that way you won't be able to get back in here unless you logged it out, or you took and or you come through the tunnel to get back in here. And the whole idea of adding crack is I don't want to have to make a whole nother mine for it, because my initial plans here was just to have this as a lime mine, because we all know the price of lime is just outrageous, and you're gonna get a wee little bit of your field done. So this way you can buy the whole mine and have all the lime you want. But the whole idea behind the cracked, to get the cracked in here, is I don't want to have to add a whole new mine for that. And my plans is to put a concrete factory in, and you need crack to make your concrete, so we're just going to add it in here. So you can come over, instead of having to buy it out of a silo, we're going to put it in here so you can come over here and mine it and then go make your concrete with it. And then whenever I do make the concrete factory, I'm going to put like silo bays in there, and you're going to be able to start off with having the materials that you need. And I think it's gravel, cracked, and water. So maybe we'll put like a water thing close by, and then you'll have like I said, starting materials in the silos. Watch what we do here. We're gonna grab it, go back to our granite, and then put a little granite right here. Hop to the other side right here and do the same. Then we'll push that ground up right there. Obviously that didn't go as planned. Neither did that. Here we go. Yeah, that one's smooth. No, that's why it wasn't working right. There, and that'll create like a little ledge. Turn our camera and check it out. But what we need to do is actually bring the granite out a little bit more. It'd be easier to just repaint it instead of trying to fix the hump on it. Bring that granite out. Like so. We'll go back to our dusty rug. Good. Now you got like a little ledge there. Not that we needed a ledge, but it just adds to the detail. We'll do the same right here. This side worked out real good. Because I wasn't trying to go crazy with it. I just wanted a little ledge right there. And then this here, how that's not all the way up to the edge, that's actually perfect. Because what we can do is our water stream, we can run it up that edge. And it would be like flowing over that little ledge right there. We come down around here in front of these rocks and have it run down the edge. Yeah, that'll work out good. Real good. We're actually going to take this and drop this down a little bit more on purpose so that water will flow through it real nice. Just kind of smooth it a little bit. Ooh, a little bit too much. Alright, and then back to our granite. Is that granite? No, dusty rock. Granite, and we'll paint over that right there. What up, Brett? Yeah, making some ledges here. Appreciate that like. Yeah, we're adding a lime mine. Then we're gonna throw some cracked in there too for our concrete factory, because we're gonna add a concrete factory as well. Did you see the video, Brett, of the map of the finished product? It turned out pretty good. Well, finished for that point there, because we're just gonna keep going on it. We're gonna keep going, and we're definitely gonna make this the best map you ever seen. It isn't like large scale mining or nothing like that. So you got. You know, it's just going to be a whole bunch of little public work stuff, and still got mines, just they're going to be on a smaller scale. That is awesome right there. Actual little ledges. What they know about that, Brad? What they know? Yeah, man. I actually didn't show everything on it. I just popped it out there real quick. I did stop and show like the rock in the ditch. And I should have went ahead and showed the actual like digging out the pool and then filling the pool with water after you dig it out. I should have showed that on there too. But masterpiece indeed. Yes sir. Did you see this thing yet? Or did you just join while I was doing this? Fix this ledge here. I gotta make that a little bit better. Alright, yeah man, that waterfall, I'm proud of that, okay? It kind of makes me want to add another one, just on a larger scale. like off of a river or something, you know? That'd be cool. Yeah, the waterfall came out real nice. Real nice. Yeah, give me a second. I'll show you what we got going on here. Yeah, so the guy I was originally making this for was supposed to be trading me a graphics card. Well, I knew just by the way things was going, I knew that yeah, there's just magically going to be a problem. Yeah, why that couldn't happen magically. Green candy, yeah, buddy. Alright, so this is our lime mine. Alright, so let me take you over here real quick. Alright, so we got this field here, and then this is our pig farm. So you got like the barn, and then the pig pens and stuff over here, right here. And then you got your shed there. Well, this was all trees right here. Okay, and this is the entrance to the lime mine right here. Bow. Is the only, well, we're going to make it to where it's the only way in, unless you do a lot of logging. So you come in here, boom, got Triple D Gaming logo, obviously, little graffiti. And then you come out, boom, right into the mine. And that's what it looks like from overhead. And so we had to clear out a bunch of trees, but when we're done, we're going to bring them trees back up to this rock and everything, fill it back in with trees, and we'll fill this in with trees up to the high wall there. We'll leave this open right here though, so you can jump out of here up onto these ledges. Yeah, man, it's pretty dope. That's what you got right there. Yeah. And then put some bushes and stuff up there. But right here, this was all one level right here. All this. And then I just made them little ledges there. And then this here actually drops down. It drops down in. So that's where we got the water pulling up. So you can see it's it really pumps up out of there. So what I'm gonna do is down in here, I'm gonna fill this up with lime. This is gonna be full of lime down here. Detail, brother, detail. That's right. Highly detailed. Yeah, I had to make this look. I got a little gap right there, which isn't too big of a deal, but we'll go ahead and drop that down just a hair just to fill that gap in. But yeah, this will be all lime in here, so you'll be able to drive straight off of this right on top of the lime and be at the same height as this right here, but you'll be on top of the lime, and then you can mine all that lime out. Then I'm actually gonna have a thin layer of lime all the way up through here, a thin layer, and then your deep stuff will be back here. And then these two ledges, that ledge and then this ledge over here, is going to be cracked. That's why I have this rock up here a different color than this rock. Which I might have to change that. I don't know. I'm not sure yet. But obviously, yeah, we're going to get rid of all this green here. Slowly. That's what we're working on. But I tried to make it to where, like, this was mud down here, and then obviously around the edges was dried up before it hit the rock. And then all this up here will be drier stuff. Maybe a little patch of mud here and there. And then we'll stream out our water. Because obviously if it rains, you're going to have water in here. Just the way it is. So, as realistic as possible. That's how we do it. Now, yeah, that ledge looks good now. I should actually pop this up here too. Right there by the entrance. Yeah, I just wish I had different, well, a bigger variety of ground texture here on this map. So, but anyway, we just got to work with what we got. That's all we can do. I'm debating here. Grabbing this thing. I was just going to leave these flat. Like it was dug out straight for the tunnel, but I don't know, it looks a little too flat. I don't know if I like it. I don't want to bring it out too much and then kind of block off the entrance there. I actually was going to blow this up to make it bigger so you get bigger equipment in through there. But I didn't. Like, it kind of feels small in the editor, but I know it's actually bigger than what it feels like in here. So I left it alone. But I probably should have blew it up just a little bit, made it a little bit bigger. You know, we'll leave that alone for right now. And then let's continue. Smoke break! So now I got to, what we gotta do here? Come along here with some dry rock. And still, I want to leave this like it is because it looks good, but then again, if we're going to put cracked up there, we're going to have to put something a different color. And I still got to do a little bit of work to this up here because it looks, yeah, it looks weird. There we go. If we can get it to look like that, then that'll make it look like before this was dug into, there was actually a hill like that. If we can get it all to look like that. So I want to keep, instead of painting the rock on the back side of it, I want to keep it just like it is. Like there's a little thin layer of dirt on top of the rock. Let's get rid of this grass here. Yeah, so it looks like it was just a hill, and then they came in and dug into the hill, and then just left the edge of it right there. Let's grab grass here and then get rid of this grass. Trying to get that little more uniform there instead of humps. Trying to fill in this middle. It's kind of a pain in the butt though. So it just looks like a hill instead of humps there. Get rid of this grass. That looks much better. Much better. Alright, now come along there and smooth the back side of that. Make it look like a little better, like a gradual hill instead of straight popping up in the air there. Yeah, so right here it would have just been like a hill here. Then we came along and dumped down into it. In theory. In theory. I get my brush too intense. I like to turn it down so that it takes little bits at a time. There we go. That looks pretty good actually. Alright, then we'll come along there with a little rough grass right there on the edge of that. That's done. Looks much better than our roller coaster we had there. Kind of got the little roller coaster effect there, but it's okay. We pop a couple of rocks in there and be done with that. Alright, now debating on what to do with the edge here. It looks good when you put like grass and stuff to where it just starts to drop over the edge, but this is still the inside of the mine, so I don't want to do that. We don't have grass inside here. And I gotta kind of get an idea of, I might have to paint down, go ahead and just paint the water down right now, and then just work around it. But start it in like right here. So I'm just going to drop this down just a hair. So it really looks like there's a ditch there, and that's really the way the water's running. So when we paint that water on there, it'll actually be in a ditch. Yeah, man. And that's where the real detail comes in, Brett. You know what I mean? Some people just don't put that much thought into it. We don't need it to be too crazy, but you know what? Let me just go ahead and slap that on replace instead of tapping along there. That way we get a nice ditch going. A uniform ditch anyway. It kind of makes me want to use an actual water plane now instead of just the painted down wet spot. That'd be dope. Make it do a little zigzag or something here. I can't say that I've ever seen anybody ever do this right here, what we're doing right now. And then, I mean, I haven't even, to be honest with you, I mean, I haven't played a lot of maps. But to be honest with you, I haven't even seen anybody actually make the water run in a straight line, like these mud puddles. That's all that I ever seen done with them. Is just random mud puddles here and there. I've never seen anybody actually take and make it to where this runs in a little stream. Never seen it. Alright, so we did that there, and then we're going to do it. We're going to do it right here as well, down this edge here. So, ouch. We gotta drop this down a little bit and then replace this and then do the same thing. Make ourselves a little stream. So we'll drop that down just a little bit. Make ourselves a little ditch here. It's shallow, but it's definitely a ditch. It's lower than the rest of it. Yeah, the one I got up top, it's really pronounced. It's definitely pronounced. That way you can actually see that it's low when you're in game, man. That'll be awesome. Obviously, like most of this, you won't see it until you get the material dug out. But at least once you do get it all dug out, it's not going to be just plain. It's still going to look awesome. So that's the idea. Tell them again, Brad. What's that? Ah, detail. Yeah, the detail. Trying to get it to where it is zigzag like that. So we actually there we go. It looked good with just rock there, but whenever we actually put that water in, man, it wouldn't look right because the water would have went up the edge. Not want to drop it there. There we go. Wow. That wasn't wanting to work. Dude, that's gonna be dope. That's gonna be dope. Alright. Look at that. Yeah, man. Then that water's gonna run right through here. It's just gonna be a pain in the butt trying to get it actually painted right here where we got this. I'll have to keep dropping down to look at it. Oops, look at our rock there. Make sure we're keeping it painted in the ditch. So now we're going to kick it out right here. Kick it out. To get around this thing. Probably should have dropped it just a little bit more, made it just a little bit deeper so I could see exactly what we're doing. Yeah, it's going to be hard for me to find that. Okay, I dropped it a little bit deeper so whenever I go to paint the water in there, I can actually see it. I can actually make sure we're getting it in there. I'm gonna go ahead and start playing this map, make a series. I wanted to get this in there first though. I might go ahead and put the concrete factory in too, and then start making a series on it, but I'm gonna continue to work on it though for the update. Because the update, we're gonna go crazy, guys. We're gonna we're gonna do the whole map. There's gonna be like every piece of the map's gonna have something TP related, some way, somehow. We're gonna go crazy with it. Yeah, man. And everything I've done, it's just, I don't know. I don't feel like we've done anything subtle yet. It's all been crazy. Crazy good though. See right there, like I like the idea how that was deep, but it fit real deep. If we had an actual water plane, I'd have popped it in there. If I did, I'd use the brown water though, the brown water plane. Excuse me. Alright, so, oh yeah, I could just barely see that ditch here. That's awesome. Now we just gotta paint in it. Yeah, like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and paint it now just so I know where my ditch is. We might have to go back on it and touch it up here and there, but we are going to go ahead and at least get it painted for now. You know, I got wet, like there's wet sand and mud and stuff like that, but this actually has a sand puddle too. So like there's a water puddle, this one actually has a sand puddle as well. So instead of it like the wet sand, it's actually a water puddle with sand under it. I should go ahead and slap a couple of these like down by the waterfall somewhere or something. That'd be pretty cool. Alright, but I might actually use them here instead of the other one. Yeah. I don't know. I'm not going to go full scale the size of the ditch. It'll just be like a little stream at the bottom of the ditch. It's not raining, so it's not raining, so it's just like the leftover water in the bottom of the ditch. That's all. Like I said, we're going to have to touch it up. I'm just getting it painted down so it's easier for me to see that ditch, because it's not very deep, so it's hard to see. Go ahead and finish painting our ground texture there. Ooh, what happened there? Now, if I wanted it to do that, I couldn't figure it out. Oops. Yeah, so I don't know, I was wanting to get the map finished. That's why, well, that and having technical issues is why I just finished the map without streaming it. And, yeah, I was supposed to be getting paid the graphics card for the map, but, you know, unbelievable. I didn't even want to get into it because it's making me mad just thinking about it here. But look at that, man. That's awesome. That's great. So now I need to come down here and where I got this puddled up, just sink the ground a little bit. Yeah, it's man, look how that makes that, man. It just makes it so, it just adds the detail to it, man. It just makes it look real. It's crazy. Cray. Yeah, now we gotta do this part of it. I might have to make this wider right here, just because of how that's, yeah, how it's trying to lay it down. Oops. Well, we don't want that. Where that? There we go. Trying to get it to, yeah, because if that was uphill, water actually wouldn't flow down it, so we got to get it to where, you know, it looks like the water is actually flowing on it. And I'm going to drop this down a hair more, hit replace on that, so we can get this a little bit deeper, so it's a little more pronounced. That's because I had the dry rock painted down right there. Yeah, obviously it's you got a water stream flowing through there, it's not gonna be very dry. I might have took it down too far though, to be honest. Yeah, it's kind of deep. Down here it's okay, like right there it's okay, but I think up here, I'm gonna raise it up a little bit. That's better. Yeah, I can't wait to get this done so I can play. I want to play. I mean, I could have been playing it, but I wanted to get, like I said, I wanted to get the, I wanted to get this in there first. Take all that back. But I still think it's too deep. It wasn't too deep, but the way, because if it's in a V, like you can see, this is kind of just a little dip, but how I had it deeper, how that's a, I don't know if you guys can actually see that, but it's like a V. Well, it won't paint that water like right down the center of it. It would either go on one side or the other. And water's not going to flow uphill, so that's why I just made it to where it wasn't as deep like this. I wanted it to be deeper so you could see it, but yeah, I happen to think, hey, it's gonna go up one side or the other, and it's not gonna look right. Alright, so with that being said, I think we're good. And we'll see if we can get it to drop a little more here and there. Cute. Cute. Yeah, I could just slam this in here so it's like you get to playing on it real quick, but we're here. You know, we're already adding crazy detail to the map. We might as well continue what we're doing. I'm not gonna go too crazy here either. I'm just gonna barely drop this down. Because whenever we drop it here, whenever we put our lime in, I'm gonna try to get the lime to where it's deep enough so you can come, like I said, come straight off of this level and drive right onto the lime. So you'd be up in the air right here. But whenever you put it, like if this is dropped down right here, whenever we put the lime in, the lime's actually going to follow the bottom here, so it'll have a dip in it as well. So I don't want to go too crazy with it and make this too deep, because it'll show up in the lime. I mean, we could fix it and just make this part deeper, but it would be hard. So we'll save ourselves the aggravation and just not go too crazy here. When you look at it, it's actually lower than the ground around it, just barely. That's awesome. So it's really like a puddle. Nobody ever takes the time to actually do this. They just put mud puddles in, but the ground's still the same level as the mud puddle. which is it right? It'll really show up in game though. Like stuff like this is hard to see in the editor, but once you get in game, you'll really see it. I have one little spot right there we gotta drop down. I just don't want to drop. There we go. Too much. There we go. And it just wasn't acting right there just because this is a slope and I think it's kind of on that slope right there. That's why the replace wasn't actually dropping that piece down. Look at that, man. That is dope. I amazed myself, Brett. I amazed myself. Okay? Got that actual dip going on there. Cool. Yeah, man, it's actually dipped, man. That's awesome. Like I said, we'll come back and we'll touch it up to make it all look better, but we're just painting it down right now so we can see our ditch while we finish painting the rest of the ground textures. See how you can see my paintbrush tilting back and forth, there's a V there. So that's what I was talking about. With that V, it either goes on one side or the other. And that's what it just did right there. So to make it look right, you have to put it on both sides. We got another V right here. So we have to put it on both sides. Or just come through with the terrain tool again and just make it all wider or something. Either that or you have to put it on both sides of the V. Still want it? You're throwing me off though, because I know your name's different on here than what it is on Messenger. Yeah, there's only a handful of people that have it, so I know you're one of them. Brunch. Did I say that right? Yeah, you see it's about to be that much better. Yeah, that much better. It's kind of wide right there, but it'll be okay. Man, I'm putting there's the tall grass. Like, I like it. Who was it? I want to say Oxygen David made the 4K grass here recently. He hasn't released it on anything yet, but he was making 4K grass. You can see how that's kind of blurry. But this is the tall grass, what was in there, which looks okay. Yeah, I just need to get my hands on that 4K grass. But I think what I was going to do just around the media area was put the decorative grass in there, this stuff here, and yeah, you can see the difference right there. There's the tall grass, and then here's the decorative grass. Excuse me. Yeah, this is still cuttable. You can come in here and you can mow this, but whenever you first start the map, it won't let you mow it. You just got to give it a minute for the grass to grow, and then once it grows, it takes like, I don't know, 2 or 3 minutes once you load into the map. Like, it won't let you cut it right away. But yeah, it is cuttable. So anywhere I put this in the map, you can cut it. Yeah, but for some reason, it just won't let you cut it right away. And I only know that because I was making sure that you could cut it, because I didn't want to put it in the map if you couldn't cut it. And I loaded in the map and cheated in a mower real quick and tried cutting it. It wouldn't let me cut it. And then I went and did something else and then came back to it, and then it let me cut it. So that's the only reason I know for a fact. Only issue I run into is terrain editing. Is disabled in spots. It should be allowed. On this map? Do you own the land though? I don't think it'll let you edit it unless you own the land. Because it should let you edit it anywhere. Hey, I gotta ask, because you never know. I've came across crazier. But yeah, I don't know. Like the little stuff like that, I won't know yet until I actually start playing it. And that's the game plan after I finish up this. I wanted to finish this and then put the concrete factory in. And then I was going to start playing it myself. And then continue to work on the update for it. But yeah, this was the two things I wanted to add in before I started playing it myself. Where's it not letting you edit at? Do you know? Or remember? Rather? Close to buildings. Yeah, I mean the base game doesn't let you edit close to buildings like that. Do you have global company? Turn the place anywhere setting on for global company, and then it'll let you. It should let you do it around buildings and stuff. Yeah, the place anywhere for global company. If you go in there and do that, then it should let you terrain edit anywhere as well, because that's what I have to do. I'm all the way up the wall and it won't let me paint. That's what, like, the main thing I hate about the editor right there. Like, wherever you put this thing, it should let you do it, but obviously it don't. It got that little grid system. It's got to be on that grid or it won't work. Yeah, I really wasn't trying to get this detailed with it, but yeah. I got to. I'd be getting into stuff like, if I'm gonna do it, I might as well do it right. I gotta do it right. And then here we are, 5 hours into a 2-hour job. That is dope though. Yeah, man. It's kind of wide right there, but it'll be alright. Yeah, I don't know if you guys can see it, but I can definitely tell that that is in a low spot. We are almost done painting this water in here. I gotta turn the camera because I done lost my ditch. Now I had the dry rock up against the granite there. Excuse me. But with having the water in there now, I don't know, just along it I might put, that's what I probably should have did, was painted down mud first and then painted this in the mud. To get the, the realest effect as possible. I don't even know what it looked like. Let me try to put some mud down real quick next to it, see what it looked like. And then I would have to stage it out and do drier and drier. Oh, come on. It's irritating me. I was painting way over there. So I don't know, maybe I could do this just like on this side and then keep the dry stuff over there. I definitely should have did it before I painted the water down though. But again, I mean, I could always just blow this up, paint it real big, and then just go back over it with the water. I just wish we had more like mud textures. Alright, unbelievable. Alright, so I hate to do this, guys, but my eyeballs are floating. I gotta use the bathroom, so we're gonna take a little short break, just a little short break, and I'll be right back. Alright, ladies and gents, we are back. Whew. And I don't feel so anxious now. Yeah, my eyes ain't floating. Alright. I think we might have to add like a little dimension like on these benches too, like how we got our little ledges here. That's dope. Alright. Man. Yeah, this was supposed to be the dry part up here. It was just like all damp down there in the low part. So like right where it starts to drop downhill right here is where I made all of that damp, wet from mud. So real quick, we'll paint our mud down the edge of this water, and then we'll have to come back and paint the other textures back around it and paint the water back in there. I'm just going to paint over the water just to make putting the mud down a lot quicker. I'm going to try not to if I don't have to, but yeah, we're going to end up painting over it. It looked good without it, but trying to make it look a little more realistic, as realistic as we can, I guess. Except for right there where the rock is, alright? Because the water will flow over the rock without getting dirty, so we're going to leave that alone. Let's see, where's my granite? Let's put my granite back on here. Right there. And we'll get rid of that. Just because this side will be like dirt, so yeah, wherever our granite was, we won't put the mud. Oops. So again, yeah, if we just keep the mud to the one side, we should be okay. Except for spots like this. Yeah. Man, I hate how the paint is on this thing. I really do. Yeah. Alright. Yeah, that already looks better up through there. Yeah, you've been thinking about it. It's a pain. I can tell you that. It's definitely a pain. Um, if you're just coming in to like get rid of trees or like add trees or something like that, or just a little bit of groundwork like this, it's a pain in the neck. It could be a pain in the neck too, but it's not terrible. Once you start getting into added buildings and stuff like that, like if you wanted to take a mod and put it in the map so it's part of the map, you can do it through the editor, but like if that building did something, it's not going to actually do what it used to do. Now you can go in and you can code it to make it to where it still does it, like opening doors or whatever, but it's not going to do it just by throwing it in the map. There's a way to make it work, but you have to do it like through the game. It's weird. Well, once you get the hang of it all, it's not too bad. There's a good bit to get a hang of, though. And you gotta make sure stuff's imported right, or whatever. It'll be fine here. It'll look good here until you throw it in game, and then your buildings or whatever you threw in there will be white. There will be no texture to them. Yeah, so you're definitely 100% gonna have problems when you first start doing it, guaranteed. But you'll work your way through it. As long as you don't break your PC by throwing it out the window first. Yes, it is. Absolutely. Let me open this up a little bit. I don't know why I've been sitting here doing that the whole time. It's not like I'm using these panels right now. Why is it not letting me close that panel? No, it's not showing. There we go. I don't know why I did that. See, acting weird. Alright, now we can see what's going on. I can't believe I actually sat there and did an hour and a half's worth of work with that panels, closing everything off. Oops. Yeah, this is the easy part, actually. And especially if you want to do like highly detailed work like this is where it's really a pain. But in the end, it's worth it. But where I have this map sitting now, it's taken me about, I'm wanting to say like 8 months to get it here, where it's at right now. And probably only done about a quarter of the map. So we got, I don't know if you've seen the map, the whole thing before. I mean, I got a video of it on YouTube, but I mean, we got waterfalls and everything. Yeah, thank you, thank you. Yeah, the latest video, you can check out the rest of the map just by watching the latest video. It's just a quick fly through of the map. Right now we're just adding a lime mine. So you can come in here and mine some lime, so you ain't gotta pay them crazy prices for lime and get an eighth of a field done. Yeah, you can just come in and mine. So right here's the pig farm. So the pig farm would be sitting there. Well, the building and then the pens and stuff. And then you would just come in between here and the pig thing there. And then this is the entrance. Boom. We got the logo. This is the entrance to the lime mine. We got our logo again, then boom, then it opens up into the mine. And unless you did a lot of logging, that is the only way to get into here. As you see, it's just covered in trees. And when we're done, obviously I had to get rid of trees to put all this in here. This was all trees, but we're gonna refill this all back in with trees, put the trees up close to this again. I'm gonna fill it all in. So unless you come in here and log this, you have to come through the tunnel to get into it. Alright, so we might as well hop up top here and do our mud on it. See, yeah, that looks better with the mud on the edges now, because obviously it's going to be wet. You got the dip, then the mud. Yeah. I'm glad I did it, Brad. It definitely, that's what it needed. It looked good with this here next to it. It did. It looked good, but to get it to that more realistic level, that's what we had to do. It had to be done. Now we got to do this other one. It'll shine through more too once we get the ground textures painted here. Yeah, appreciate that subscription though. Was it Buck FFG Gaming? Appreciate that. Alright, see this here. Water was over here, it'd be okay, but that's just too high right there. Oh, I don't want to drop in the right place. There we go. Come on. Come on. One more time. Ooh. Ah, that's cool. That's awesome. Yeah, you know what? I might have did one little thing where I cheated, but I kind of try to do realistic play myself. I might get a little anxious here and there and do something that's not very realistic, but I definitely try to do realistic play. That's why when I make my maps, I try to make them as realistic as I possibly can. I'm not saying I'm 100% at it, but yeah, it's got to have detail, man, too. I'm a visual player. If the game doesn't look good, I don't even want to play it. I did that back in the day with the Atari. I did that when I was a kid. So now, it's got to look good. Or I just don't want to play it. So I need to start letting go of the button a little more often there. It's gonna mess up. Yeah, whenever I go back, it doesn't. See, like that. I don't have to redo it all. Come on. Yeah, role playing. Same difference. It's still realistic, right? Well, normally when people do role play, it's realistic, I guess. I guess you could do some role play that wasn't realistic too. How about it? Yeah, kinda. See, I wish I had Riverstone on here too. I don't have Riverstone on this map. That's cool. Did the logo video help you? There's a few of them out there, and they just really don't explain it good enough. Yes, sir. Good, good, good. Yeah, there's quite a few of them actually, and I don't know, they just don't explain it, like actually explain it all the way through. There's definitely a lot of stuff that could go wrong, you know, while you're trying to get that to work. mean, I was really hoping to get this done today. We're pretty darn close. Yeah, but with putting our little ditch and stuff in here, it's kind of making it to where it might not happen today. Yeah. 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 And then once you get it on the vehicle, well, once you know how to get it on a vehicle, you can put it on anything. But the whole thing, like I should even have broke it down a little bit better. Once you get to making a video, though, you think of everything. All right, I gotta do this, say this, and that. And then once you get into it, after you made the video and posted it, it's like, oh, I should have explained this too. But the whole thing with doors, like doors opening, I should have did it like on a vehicle where the doors did open and show exactly how to do it. Because if you don't do it right, your logo just floats in the air while the door opens. So I should have explained it a little bit better on how to actually get it to be part of the door so it would open with the door. That's the tricky part, because some mods are trickier than others. But once you really get to doing it, though, you'll be able to do it without a problem. Like, it'll be second nature to you. Alright, so for like doing it to a shed or a building where the door opens, it's kind of the same as a vehicle, and then again, it's not. Basically, you just got to get it to where the door highlights, and then put it in there. What is it? Centigraphs? I can't pronounce that right. Into the centigraphs or whatever. You gotta find where the door is located, and then put your logo in there. But you can't just throw it in there, because I don't know, it's weird. Because each mod's different, so it might require a few test runs of throwing it in the game and seeing if it actually moves with it. Because some doors, it's almost impossible to get it to work on the door, because you'll put it in the group where and it actually moves up when the door opens, like the garage door. But then instead of it rolling up and disappearing like the garage door does, it'll just go up through the roof of the building, and it'll just be hovering up in the air while the door disappears. It's weird. So I might tell you, hey, put it in this spot on the building, and you might be doing a different building where it's different. If that makes sense. Let me find a building so I can show you. So we was over here, and we wanted it on this barn door. Okay. So here's our barn. All right. So barn door. There's your trigger, and then here's your door. This one's one of the easier ones. If you wanted to put your logo on this door. This is one of the easier ones. So you could take it and you could put it up here. Just drop it right in this category right here, the BD5, whatever that is. So you could just hover it above this and just drop it right in there, right? And it may work just fine. Then again, it might have problems. So then you would have to take it out of that category and just drop it right on the door itself. And like I said, each mod's different, and especially when you get to like the technical mods, like the TLX, the Phoenix, and that, those are a little bit more tricky because they have like different. How this is just like cars are harder, but some buildings are hard too. Like you see this door is just made up of 3 things, so it's not that hard. But some doors actually have like the hinges and then the rollers and all that, and it's just hard. So, but like this door, you see, it's just made up of 3 parts here. So it's either you're going to drop it in the motherboard of the door, the mother group, or you're just going to drop it right on the door itself. Myself, I would just drop it right on the door itself, and if it works, good. If not, then throw it in the mother right there. But each mod's different. You might drop it in there where you've dropped it on plenty of other buildings on the doors and stuff, and then you think it's fine, then you go in game and it's not working. So then that's when you just got to go back and tinker with it. Messaging me here. Sorry. Let's see. Right. Now, man, we got a lot of paint to do yet for one little thing. Man, I need to start letting go of the button. Sorry guys, I guess somebody wants to make their own map, but they can't get the building materials in the map, I guess. I don't know. And they're messaging me, asking me how to do it or something. It's all day, every day though. Yeah, I get like mad views. People contacting me, asking me how to do this stuff, and I don't know. I just don't get enough view time to make my partnership on YouTube. I got the subscribers. I still need 1,000 hours of view time. I ended up getting 1,000 hours of view time in 1 month. But it just kind of really slowed down. But I haven't been putting out too much content either, though, trying to get this map done. So that's why I started streaming the building of the map. How about it? Now, see, that's just, I don't know. It should be over this way more. It's like right on the edge. So we're gonna have to shift that water over right here. Let's get rid of that. The water has to come over some, because yeah, it should be right here in this low spot here. Even this little bit has to go. Good thing I looked down in there. Like, wait a minute, that ain't right. There we go, that's better, I guess. Alright, now let's grab our water again. It just keeps about to go that way. No, you gotta come this way. It really did not look good of it. Back to our mud. I don't want to deal with mud. Yeah, I dealt with it all night at work. Come home and deal with it again. What makes it take forever too. It's just like, it's just weird how it paints, man. Alright, now, please don't let me come up with ideas like that again. It's going to pay off in the long run. It's going to be awesome, but man, it took forever. Look at that. From here it looks sweet. Alright, now we need guy I'm streaming here, so you... Now, oops. There we go. Alright, so I gotta figure out how I'm gonna do this. I kind of want to put like, get in there. I kind of want to do something like this along the edge, right? Which would be dope. But I don't know. If that would be, I mean, if it was open for a while, like if you had this mine open for a while, then you would get stuff like that happening. But if we're pulling material out of here, it would be okay. Like, if you had everything dug out of here, boom, then that would look fine. But as you're digging out of there, obviously you're not going to have vegetation underneath of material, so that's not realistic. So either we can just say forget that part and go ahead and do it anyway, or we'll just have to use dirt materials. This looks good up close, but far away it's just too light. Stick with my original plan, I guess, and go up against the rock with the dusty rock, like so. And then just do dirt materials, textures inside of this. That still looks dope. But, and then like up here we can do diagram. We could do like this here, like that, right? And then maybe every now and again drop it over or something like that, or this won't have material like up here on there, so that it won't matter about that. Or we can do like this, right? Just have it drop over every now and again there. And come back behind that little piece of rock right there like that. Come up like this. And then come behind that with the dry grass, like so. So we could just do dry grass up to the edge of it, or we could do, I think it kind of looks mossy from away from it, but it's actually just a forest ground with the pine needles in that. So we could do it like that, and then the dry grass behind it. So that's probably what we'll do right there. Appreciate them likes too, guys. Appreciate it. And then here, so we could do like the dry rock like we have, and then we could have the rough dirt behind that, right? And then just like we did up there on the road, and then have it kind of patchy. Now, I don't even know who that was. Nobody ever calls my phone either until I'm doing something like this. Alright, so we could do it like that, and then have like patches of this and that in there. Which would look pretty good. And or, we don't have too many options here, guys. We don't have many options at all, actually. Or we could do it like this, have the dry rock, and then light dirt. Right? Light dirt. We can have like patches of the light dirt in there too, or we can do light dirt with patches of rough dirt in it, like that, like so. And then patches of the dusty rock in there as well. So it'll be either like this, or it'll be like this. I'm not sure which way looks better, but I'm not 100% happy with either way. I don't know. Maybe alongside the mud, we'll definitely do this here. Alongside the mud, the rough dirt. And then maybe the light dirt away from it or something like that. I don't know. Alright, let's get our Dusty Rock up there anyhow. Man, you're killing me. I guess I should have answered that, guys. It was a school. My daughter's sick. I gotta go get my daughter. So unfortunately, that's it for now. Let me see. Yeah, so that's it for now, guys. I'm gonna continue to work on it. I gotta go get my kid. She's sick. So I appreciate you guys watching. Again, if you want Triple D'd up from the feed up, check out the merch store. The link is in the description and under about on our page. Other than that, if you like what you see, go ahead and hit that like button. If you want to see what's coming, what's next, where the map is headed, hit that subscribe button, and I'm out. Doses.